This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Southeastern Medical Device Association, Atlanta, Georgia, 2012. I have James Denosky, Jim, from NoLifting Mobility, LLC, a private company. Jim, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley. I appreciate you all offering this opportunity.
It's good to have you. NoLifting Mobility.
Well, no lift is a technical term. It means nurses do not hurt their backs because when they try to lift patients out of bed, they often get spinal injuries and they go on workman's compensation, and they spend $3 to $4 billion a year basically trying to get better so they can go back to work. And so my device, what it does is it...
I knew there was a solution. I just happened to know. But I want you to tell our viewers, and I want them to hear what your device does.
Okay, the device is basically a transfer device and a mobility device, which means it both transfers the person out of bed painlessly and it allows them to sit up like a wheelchair or like a mobile chair and move to any place in the hospital or any place they need to go.
So, let's imagine, what is this device? How does it work? I mean, I wish we could go, okay, let's go to the video, but we can't. Right. So give me that 30-second elevator. Tell me how it works.
Okay, it's called the base chair, and that means BAS, build a stretcher. What I do is I get under the patient with a specialized mattress, and I build a stretcher around them. It's like two poles, okay? And these poles have an attached stretcher sheet, and I tighten that sheet, and that sheet lifts them very slowly and easily off the bed. So even if they have a serious cancer or pain from some other source, it will bring them off the bed, and then the caregiver can roll them without friction, very easily onto the transfer chair and sit them up. And so they're mobile without pain and without much suffering. And because my background is hospice, I've seen many people who died in bed after 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. They could not get out of bed. They were completely like prisoners in that bed, and that's what I'm trying to deal with in my company.
I know, you're talking bed sores, you're talking...
Exactly.
I know what you're saying. I mean, this is a world that our viewers, we all have families. We all have friends that have gone through this
Parents,
stuff.
children, it doesn't matter. Everyone is affected by this, and the problem has not been solved, because what you have is you have lifts which are come from the 1950s. They're based on moving engine blocks in automobile shops. That's what their basis is. They pick you up, they compress you, they lift your legs up. If you have any kind of painful condition, you cannot use them, and they're double user. You have to have at least 2 people use them. So in most environments, there's not 2 nurses available. There's only 1, and so you have to have a single user device that doesn't compress the person and doesn't bend them, because that's what stops them from getting out of bed. That's what creates the pain, and that's what lifts all do. And they are the state-of-the-art device. They've been around since the 1950s, and they have not changed.
And now they have.
Well, we have I don't want to, if you lift somebody up, they could fall. And so one of the things my device does is it prevents falls, because you can do toileting in the device, you could do showering in the device, you can go from the bed to the wheelchair, you can go basically anywhere you want, and the wheelchair could go. It's light, it's mobile, and that's the most important thing, because there are transfer chairs, but they weigh 150 pounds, and they cost $8,000. Nobody can afford them, and nobody wants to use them because they're too heavy. So this device is basically a 70 to 80 pound device. It could be used outside.
Can you buy it right now?
No, you cannot. It is moving towards a beta prototype, and that's the goal.
So now, our viewers want to know your website.
NoLifting.com.
No hyphens or anything?
No hyphens. NoLifting.
NoLifting.com. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the website. Keep apprised of this company if it's something that obviously there's a need for. And listen, I want to thank you for coming on to SNNLive.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Denosky, NoLifting Mobility, LLC. We're at the Southeastern Medical Device Association in Atlanta, Georgia, 2012. Thanks again.
Thank you.